Please give a warm welcome to Asher and Jelani to the channel. You may recognize them from the playoffs where we watched quite a bit of basketball together, whether it was streaming or recapping the games. And now that it's the off season, we figured we'd go back and watch some retro hoops together. For the first of the series, we decided to dive back to 2007 when the Mavs took on the We Believe Warriors. Especially if you weren't around then, it's a really fascinating thing to figure out how an 8th seed kind of effortlessly defeated what was thought to be the best team in the league at the time. We're bringing commentary, analysis, and just overall a fun way to cover a lot of hoops people probably haven't actually watched. Leave in the comments which series or games we should do next, and most importantly, enjoy.
This video is brought to you by Don Gertz Construction Incorporated.
Nah, because talk about Asher picked it up on moment number 1. This is the first thing we see traveling through retro hoops right here is tell Barkley to quit drinking.
Sorry, yeah, sure.
Goddamn.
Bro, the whole thing.
What did
Dom?
Chuck say?
I don't know. He must have. How about the midgets?
Yo, you're say that. You can't say that in 2020.
That's insane.
Nah.
Okay, who we got here? So we got literally a modern, or I guess mid 2010s lineup, late 2010s lineup here from the Warriors with Al Harrington at center. I think this team won like 67 games right here. So like, but right here though, you can literally see from the beginning why this team is going to give them problems, because Dirk is their center. Like Dirk at center is just a no-no, first of all. And then against a small ball lineup, you can just kind of already see where that was going.
Both teams are trying to play small ball in 07.
Yeah, look at that. Devin George, Josh Howard, Harris, Terry. That team won 67 games.
Crazy, man.
Sorry, the quality is not really par, but...
I mean, it's mid 2000s. I'm not.
Okay, so
I'm expecting 240p is what I'm expecting for mid 2000s basketball.
Oh yeah, pull up midi. We in the trenches.
Immediately, my head went to my hands.
Okay, speed already. First possession, miss, but run and gun.
Another midi.
I was about to say, if he made that, that might be his only bucket of the series, the way they talked about this one.
Yeah.
All right, 2 misses from the Warriors, but you see they're fast as shit, though. On those first 2 possessions, all the way to the rim. Yeah, so that's what I'm wondering, right? Like, what did this Mavs team do when they weren't giving it to Dirk in the post? What else was going on here? Okay,
POA defender Monta Ellis, by the way.
A little bit of help gets you a midi, but you already see they lined up against Dirk on his first possession.
Yo, bro.
What's up, Jelani?
There we go. I'm like, can we get a basket?
I'm saying. Oh, wow.
Dude, Devin Harris is so speedy back then.
They don't remember Devin Harris.
Yeah, I remember.
Look how fast this Warrior team plays, though, and how fast they get shots up for it to be 2007. 0 for 5, though, so they look like an A seed. Have better scrub control. All right, break that up. Running again.
They're quick.
I saw this post asking the other day, Jelani, who was better, Baron Davis or Gilbert Arenas? If you remember.
Gilbert Arenas had the Gilbert Arenas no one touching prime. But I mean, I guess people probably say BD had the better career, but no one touching BD's Gilbert Arenas prime, in my opinion.
And you see how easy that was though for Golden State to dissuade a Dirk post up using smaller defenders.
Oh, you know which one I saw the other day, Dom? I saw Baron Davis versus Steve Francis. I seen that one.
Maybe that's what I saw.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, quick bucket, 7-2, first seed versus A seed. Run them out the building, right? No problem. 1-7.
It's funny seeing Dirk handle the ball because, like, we're used to Jokic, Embiid, Boogie, you know, like...
Yeah.
Like, Jokic,
sure.
that pass, if Jokic makes it, that's right to the numbers for AG for a while. But that was, like, above the head.
Yeah.
He had to jump to secure that one.
Funny how times have changed. Yeah, Dirk in this area, you'd probably see him start up with the ball way, way more now. All right, he's over that. All right, post. Surely you can get it to the MVP. Shooting guard defending him. Easy.
That's his move.
Okay, so he's missed 2 like that so far.
Bro, the mid range are not falling so far.
Yeah, for anybody.
Yep.
God
Or
damn.
any team. I see why they got it out the game.
Hey yo, if we just cut this first 3 minutes and post it, we could have people trash this era without showing any the rest of the game. They're gonna be like, oh, this was the hoops Kobe played.
You'd be like, why do they
Yeah.
want mid ranges back?
Yeah.
Ooh, Devin George in the starting lineup. Okay, good stuff. So we're doubling on the posts.
As opposed to
Hey.
for Josh. Ooh.
Oh my.
Good take.
You know, the
I
funny
see
thing
what
about this roster, though, is you see how the Mavs are getting away with kind of like mismanagement of Dirk's career.
Mhm.
Because when you really look at this team for what it is, this is Dirk and a bunch of role players. But they won almost 70 games. And there was like a long stint where they always won a ton of games, but it was just Dirk and random people.
Mhm.
No, you're definitely not lying. It's Dirk and a bunch of like specialists outside of Devin Harris. I think this was Devin Harris like good year. I remember he just had 1 year where he was just everyone thought he was the future. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember.
perfect team. When did Sean Marion get? Oh, I guess he got here.
Like 2010, 2011, something like that. All right, so they're
Yeah,
forcing
Devin
Dirk to pass early.
Harris. Devin Harris this season. This is 06-07 or 07?
Yeah, 06, 07. Is this the one where he had?
He averaged 10 points this season.
Okay,
The year you're thinking of is 08-09. He was an all-star with the Nets 1 year.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Devin Harris was, in fact, the future at one point.
He shot a solid 24% from 3 this season.
Sheesh. See, that's what I'm talking about, right? This because that one ring did so much for Dirk because nobody remembers when the Mavs fumbled Nash, and they really fumbled him. They just didn't want to pay him. They had doctors saying all types of shit like, "Oh, his legs are gonna run out," and so they didn't pay him. And now Dirk playing with Josh Howard on the perimeter as his second best player. Really,
But this was the.
What's up?
Remember though, Dom, this was the NBA we were talking about where it's only 1 star, 1 star and nobody else, right? So that's what Denver.
Yeah, true. Because this was I remember living through this team. This was a very acceptable roster for the time. To be clear, this was like, oh shit, it's Josh Howard. Oh shit, it was like that back then. But also, this is like we said, 07, where okay, Miami just fell off with Dwayne Wade and Shaq. What are the teams right now? The Spurs are obviously together. T-Mac and Yao, but that ain't about shit. Who's in the East? Wait, who's in the East? Oh God, yeah, this is when the Cavs made it.
Yeah, this is that 1 star error type of basketball.
Okay, Dirk against a point guard, MVP. Where's the hell coming from? And they turned him into a passer.
Out of Dirk's a willing passer.
Yeah.
All right, and there you go. So already you can kind of see the elements of Golden State, what they wanted to do, working. Like you come in to say, Dirk, don't give him space, make somebody else cook. Don Nelson knew nobody else on this team was gonna be able to cook.
Yeah.
Oh, he clapped. You make it though.
Obviously, the context of that being Don Nelson coached Dirk for a minute at the beginning of his career, and so he kind of knew everything he did like and didn't like.
That is true.
6 offensive rebounds, by the way, for the Warriors.
Jason Terry get into that hoop so far. I seen he had like 2 drives so far. Because like, when Jason Terry, it's funny because I watched this game as a kid, but when he comes to my head as like now, it's more so like, oh, Jason Terry, he's just a 3-point threat. Like that's how much like it's changed in my brain.
Oh
Like,
yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, because like right now, him and Devin Harris, I guess, is pretty much their rim pressure from the perimeter.
Yeah.
Hey man, but look at this. Look at having Dirk at center though. Like this is the other problem, right? Dallas literally just couldn't hide him in this series. He can't move fast, and so like they've been at the rim 5 times already in this quarter. Okay, got him deep. There we go. Get that shit out of here.
You know what? Not to bring up LeBron, but I just saw a stat on the bottom, bro. They were talking about like Jackson Hayes had 18. I'm not sure about Tom. Is that Jackson? It's not even Jackson Hayes. Who was Jay Hayes that played on the Wizards?
Jarvis, something like that. Hey, Dirk. Okay, finally.
Next time it comes up, I'll bring it up.
Baron Davis. Okay, he just said I'm bigger than you. Finally, there we go. That's that grit. You remember they didn't think Dirk had grit when we were growing up. You remember that before he won his ring, we didn't think he had grit.
He would finesse. They call him finesse.
It is crazy what even 1 ring will do for players like rap.
Going. Yeah, come help. This is the modern team right here. They had the sauce. Don Nelson knew what he was doing with this.
One of these teams is far more aesthetically pleasing to watch so far.
Let me take a guess. Because there's another team that literally doesn't know what to do without being able to get Dirk the ball in the post. Like, look at this shit, bro.
Yeah.
What was that possession?
Oh my god. Jerry Stackhouse pull up mid, not even pull up, catch and shoot mid at the top of it.
And you see Golden State using their size advantage. That's how they got that Matt Barnes 3. We putting Jason Terry in the post.
Yep. They had Dirk just in the corner, stand there. There's not enough off-ball movement in this era.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like you can see why Golden State won.
Yeah,
like they're
from the
being
beginning.
more aggressive. They're faster. They're playing like.
Yoink. Right. Started 2 of 14.
2 of 14. Oh my goodness.
All mid ranges too.
Yeah, they're out here shooting Valentine's Day.
Okay. How are we gonna get the ball to Dirk? Let's see. Screen. Now he's up there at the frame.
Punch screen.
But look at all that help, though. Look at all that help. Get that shit up, boy. Nah, do you know what's crazy? Because like I have seen some of this series, so I already remember some of what happens. Yeah. It is crazy that the Mavs, Avery Johnson, they actually did not have an offensive game plan that accounted for Dirk not being able to have space at all. They just didn't know what to do after that.
That's crazy.
I'm here. Active hands. Help.
Elbow.
And help on the shot. Yeah. Yeah, like what Jelani said, one team, and what you just said, Asher, one team actually does look better so far.
Yep.
Okay, pull up 3.
Like it's wild to see 15-13 with like 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
Remaining.
Yeah.
Post, double. Who's next? Somebody else got to hit a shot. There we go. Okay. That's really what it comes down to, is somebody else has to hit all the shots.
Mm-hmm.
Harrington.
Okay. Foul. Jason Richardson is a player I'm surprised we don't see more. All the retro posts we see, I'm surprised. I don't feel like J. Rich hits my timeline a lot.
He does not
doesn't have enough dunk comps being posted enough.
All right, Steven Jackson, MVP. That's not an advantage. That's a really tough shot.
Josh Howard post took over 2 guys.
Mm-hmm. Rich corner. Woo!
Dang.
Seconds did that take? That took like 4 seconds?
Yeah, something like that. We hear about the 7 seconds with us Suns. We didn't hear about the 4 seconds with us Warriors.
All right, what y'all want to do now? Y'all get now Dirk is in the corner. The MVP is off in the corner. We said we got to find something else. Somebody, please do something.
They're in a zone.
There's 6 seconds on the clock left. Somebody do something. There we go.
He made it. Now they're on a break again.
Yep.
Oh, he didn't. Wait, why did he pass the ball? Oh,
shot.
Ugh. They're generating good looks, though.
Yeah, a ton of good looks. I'd be nervous as hell if I was in that Dallas crowd. I'd be nervous as hell right now. If I actually understood what I was watching, I would already be nervous. Like, bruh.
Jared Stackhouse is now 0 for 2 for middies. These have to be bad shots, right?
Oh my god, dude.
Yo, this is a 67-win team in 2007, dog.
How in the world?
Meanwhile, the Warriors are running them out of the fucking building.
Maybe just a bad quarter. Maybe just a bad quarter.
Maybe. Okay, Coach. Coach Jelani. Maybe it's just a bad quarter. Coach Jelani, what do you do to adjust this? Okay, you see every time they're giving Dirk the ball, he's basically getting doubled. They're setting up in zone. What is your what are you telling them in the huddle right now so we don't go down 10 in the year 2007?
In the year 2007, I'm gonna probably do the same thing Avery Johnson doing, but so I'm gonna just tell him to pass the ball to the middle more, attack the middle, and let Dirk make the reach from the middle on the collapse. But that's gonna mean I need Jason Terry, I need Josh Howard, I need those guys to hit some threes. But I mean, Asher told me that someone shot like 20% this season from 3 or something.
24%.
Devin Harris, yeah. 24%. Mind you, on 0.4 attempts a game.
Yeah.
Man, like look at this, bro. What is the antidote to this in the year? Like Stackhouse, I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. Like whatever. Cool. If Josh Howard gets 8 threes right now and we lose, fine.
Yeah, like what the Mavs need to be doing here is screening off ball to get cuts to the basket, and Dirk just needs to make those passes.
Oh my God.
Except
gotta make
that was a great look, except
Yeah,
That's
except it's
exactly
like
what I was
their
talking about, though.
that's
You
their
know,
third or fourth missed
DHOs,
layup.
cuts. Yeah.
Okay, we're going at Dirk now. Okay. Wait, who is this
Man,
with the
Bruce
ball?
Brown would have.
Who's number one, Jelani?
Number one is I gotta
Okay.
see his face. Too pixelated. Who's number one?
Okay, we created something. How did we create this? Let's see. Post up. Oh wow, this is just defensive mistake by Golden State, I guess. Yeah. Oh man, is this who the Mavs needed? They needed Bruce Brown to be out there cutting and such and hitting a couple threes.
Bruce Brown would have been a 20+ point per game score.
Oh my gosh. Hey, we going at the MVP. Al Harrington asking for the post up baseline. Draw help. Open three. Good look.
Good
though.
look.
Don Nelson hated Dirk Nowitzki. Okay, now we're saying we're gonna start with the ball. That's a good idea. Give me that shit.
Oh my god.
Yo, he is boxed in the first quarter. He is fucking boxed. So they just tried to give him the ball and say, you know what, we're not gonna give you the ball in a predictable place so you can get doubled. Try to do something with it.
Features was my dog in them video games. He had that 3 icon next to his name.
Oh wow! Give me that rebound. And we're back at the free throw line.
Yeah, the free throw line.
Yeah, see, who is that? Who is that, bro? This is the one time I don't know.
I think that's 7. That's 7.
Okay.
No?
But like, who is he though? Yo, they had Dirk out here in hell, bro. They had him in hell. You see how let LeBron have had to play with this team. You'd have never heard the end of how bad these dudes were, bro. Sagana Jop, okay. Oh my god.
Sagana Jop is out there.
My god, this is a Dirkless lineup. They saved it for the last 15 seconds though.
Wait, this team had Eric Dampier too, right? Maybe
yes, they did.
Yeah.
Look at that zone.
Try to attack it. There you go. That's his second blown layup.
Oh my god.
He's moving too quick. Second blown layup.
Dog, Devin Harris has been awful so far.
Yeah.
Oh my, look what we're finding out by going back and watching games is that LeBron is not the only star that had a great record in a shit team. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Bro, I just watched them put Sagana Jop on the floor and Warrior said, bet, zone, somebody do something. Devin Harris, here's a wide open layup.
But Josh Howard, if I remember correctly, was supposed to be him.
Yeah, he made an all-star this year, I think. But check it out, small ball. Last 10 games, 9-1. Nobody can figure it out. 117 points, almost 50 and 40. 27.6 assists.
Damn.
He found something.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at the stats from like just the season in its entirety. This team on average attempted 24 threes a game and shot 35%.
The Warriors.
Baron Davis shot 30%. Yeah. Monte Ellis shot 27%. Steven Jackson shot 34%. J. Rich shot 36. Al Harrington shot 42.
Wait, Monte shot 27%?
Michael Pietrus shot 39. Yep.
He said that he would go crazy in this era.
Every player from this era says that. When it's vice versa.
Yeah.
Like the game today, say what you will about how much you enjoy watching or whatever. I think it's a more enjoyable product than this, but you know, say what you will. The players are more individually skilled now than they've ever been.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, they just snuck one. Yeah, that was a great pass. That I don't know, because I do remember experiencing like prime Monte, but you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what I remember about him anymore.
That's what I'm trying to say, Dom. Facts, like no, real stuff. When you watching the game, it's like, wait, huh?
Like I knew he was good, and I know he had the potential to give you 20-25, but I actually don't remember more than
he did average 25 one year.
Yeah,
which
I am definitely being a little inflammatory, because he did average 25 at one point. But yeah, like Jordan Clarkson averaged 21 a few seasons ago.
Bro, the way this Warriors team moves on fucking defense. Oh my gosh, my bad.
They're swinging. No, I was actually Asher. Yeah, talking about Jordan Clarkson 21 or something. So.
Yeah, 3 seasons ago, Jordan. Yeah, 3 seasons ago, he averaged 21 points.
For who?
Utah, 22-23.
Oh, that makes sense.
ISO, job.
Corner. Yo, Don Nelson, I'm watching a team that has the next 10 years of basketball figured out already. They just don't necessarily have, like, the talent for it yet, if that makes sense.
Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Yep, exactly. They're doing all the things that would eventually be successful in about 10 years or 8 years. But yeah, the volume is too much for, this roster right now.
Low-key might be ahead of his time, dog.
Hey.
He started Al Harrington at center.
He was in the lab. That's the interesting thought experiment with this team, because if I remember correctly, hold on.
Kind of confidence about themselves that we have to take away, and that's going to be hard. They're going to come out and really carry themselves like they're going to win this series, and we got to match that and be aggressive and hopefully take that away. So, but it's not like we're scared to play him or anything like that. But we're looking forward to this challenge.
Nah. Hey, he already knew. Dirk already knew. Dog, he had watched the tape. He had already knew.
Also, can we take a moment to just what was Dirk's haircut? Oh my god.
That's 4, chat. That's 4.
That's 4.
Y'all are going to start going back and watching games because y'all have been telling me for years LeBron is the only superstar ever that had a bad team that looked better than they were. Y'all have made me believe that and made me forget what I watched with my own eyes. Look what we're watching.
Nah, he about to get back right here. He gotta get back. Oh,
oh my god.
These Dirkless minutes have been hell. They've scored a couple buckets, but mostly it's been hell. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I think Devin Harris is just moving a little too quick, like for what the brain can comprehend. I think that's what's going on. He's just moving a little. We gotta slow the game down.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Their leader was shook. You heard that interview. Dirk was already shook. I think Don Nelson. I think he knew he was gonna have to see Don Nelson in round 1, and he kind of knew what time it was.
You're not even letting Dirk check in right now. Like.
Okay. Hand on the ball though.
Got open. He was one of the foul. He got open. I mean, sheesh.
Yo. Oh, good pass. Okay, Sagana. When I was doing the Mavericks video, I was trying to find a quote that I don't know if I came up with it in my head now, but there was something. Maybe Jelani. Did Mark Cuban not say something about Sagana Diop being like Shaq, or did I just imagine that? Because I couldn't find it when I did the video.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay. I looked as hard as I looked as hard as I could. Oh wow. Okay, 3 blocks. Goaltend. Still no Dirk. We are almost at the 8.5 minute mark.
And it is 28-23.
Zone.
That's good.
Contested midi.
Ooh. It's a lot of failed drives in this. I wonder if it's because like the threat of the 3 is not there, so people are just already backed up and like feet set. It's a lot of failed drives though. Like
yeah, a lot. We have about 4 or 5 missed layups and even more failed drives. 3 of them.
Pick and pop ahead of their time. Long boards.
Right by that. Inside.
He wanted that.
Another foul. Yeah, man. It's weird. It's funny because like this just shows how much matchups matter because we know this Warriors team goes on to lose to Boozer and Williams, I'm pretty sure. But they beat the quote unquote best team in the NBA. This is not even close to the best team in the NBA. Records, boy.
Yeah.
Regular season records.
Regular season records, man. Yeah, they certainly tell a story.
Oh, that was beautiful.
He's not missing that. He's not missing that.
Little screen on the side. That was pretty.
That's what I know him for. Like throughout this, his Celtic era. So just to see him drive here is like, oh, how come I didn't remember this?
Oh yeah. Okay. Good D. Good D. This is also partly where they made their name. Carry on that.
Wait, they had Dave and Buster's in 2007?
Yeah. It's been around for a minute.
Maybe not in New York. We get everything so late. Now I just saw Dave and Buster add in the crowd. That's why I said it.
I wonder how many threes the Warriors have up so far, because I feel like almost every shot they've taken.
See? Wait.
And
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
Yo.
A little confused. Oh, but they did pass it to the middle to break the zone, but the zone didn't get broken. The zone didn't get broken. So
another foul. Yo, the speed is giving them hell. Yeah, so the Mavs have had no choice but to foul Golden State almost every time they get inside so far. And because they're way faster, they're
Yep.
getting inside every time.
Way faster and don't have a proper big man to defend anything.
Mm-hmm.
They so far has been Dirk at center and Diop. So blow by and no secondary defender protect the paint.
Okay.
Yep.
Agree.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, I still haven't actually seen them give Dirk the ball either. I think that right there was the first time he touched the ball since he checked in.
He touched it on the second play of the broken one where I said he went to the middle, but he ended up fumbling it. It wasn't from the score.
All right, we're going back to the paint.
I've seen so many like ball going over the heads. Like, oh my gosh,
This shit's bad, bro.
this is not how I remembered it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Not how I remembered it, man.
Yeah, right. This ain't what they were showing on NBA TV every morning.
Dude just showing only highlights, Dom. I'm kind of confused.
Okay. Wait, Jelani, wait. Dirk in the middle. Surely, right? Nope.
Can't pass it to him properly.
Okay. He got the ball though. Oh my god.
No timeout.
I feel like that play right there was the personification of Dirk's interview where his voice was shaking and shit. That's exactly what he knew was coming. Okay, so Golden State has done almost everything better, but they're not really making threes like that, so they're only up 2. Feed into the paint, cut behind. Nobody down there. It took them not even half of the game to figure out they were going to be able to get 2 feet into the paint whenever they wanted. That was the biggest problem from day one or game one.
I know. Like, I thought it was like 2K kind of. You know what's funny? Not one of these teams have a lockdown defender on the court. Like a primary on-ball defender. Like even Matt Barnes. Like Matt Barnes isn't like clamping no one. Like even though there's no one necessary to clamp because of Devin Harris. But like you know how like in 2K or just the new, just like the new basketball, it's like yo, you need a lock. You need that little door. You need that. Yeah.
I guess that's what Josh Howard was supposed to be, if I remember correctly. Oh man, yes. There's some nasty visuals. Okay, that's JT shot. Yeah, he don't miss that. I've never seen him miss that.
Yep.
That's whole career behind though.
Okay. Wait, we're going at Dirk again. Okay, good hands. Good active hands. They really just went at him though. Like they thought he was soft. I mean, they played him exactly how the narrative covered him back then. They just said, "Oh, he's good, but he's soft."
And I mean, he didn't disprove it.
Yeah. Damn, have they made a 3 in the last 10 minutes? See, I get it now. This is why when the Warriors reemerged, Charles Barkley was still talking about how like a jump shooting team would never win a title. You remember when they used to say that back then?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is why right here, because they watched this Warriors team and they were like, "Oh yeah, it was cool and it worked once, but it'll never work again."
Little did they know.
Okay, Dirk is being fronted. Get him to
Got
the
it in the middle. Yeah.
That's his shot. There we go. I want to see them do that exact thing next play and just see what happens. Come here.
Go get
One-on-one
collapsed
ball.
on it. Oh my. Oh my.
Oh.
Bink. Come here, MVP.
Can we watch that again?
Come here, MVP. This is the tape they buried. This tape is not on the internet anymore after 2011. This is what they buried. This is what happened before 2011. Hey.
Wow.
That's crazy. Come here.
There you go. Oh, they won the screen. Downhill. Not quick.
Okay, now you got Monte. Got the switch you wanted. This has to be a bucket. Jelani.
At least the open shot.
Okay, I guess, but like at a certain point, though.
Yeah, they're giving you guys a 3 unless your name is Jason Terry. Unless your name is Jason Terry, like
all right,
we good on
try.
those.
Al Harrington, definitely big enough. Okay, good pass. That's a good pass.
Yep.
Okay, thank God.
It's tied up too, and they're not playing too well. So
Yeah. I mean, Golden State is generating open looks that, in 2007 the volume just doesn't support the buckets. Oh my gosh.
Oh my! You see what I'm talking about? Though, with no primary defender, really. Like, bro, we got Monte Ellis versus Jason Terry. Those are I'm not saying they can't play, but other 2 scorers. It's like guard your matchup. They're literally, they want some guard your match.
Hey.
That's what I saw on NBA TV. They didn't show the swing the ball back and forth to each other for 20 seconds before taking the contested jumper. Okay, good fight. We running.
Hold on, Dirk. Good IQ.
Easy bucket, right? Easy bucket.
Why would you take a
It's no such thing as floaters back then. Let me stop.
I
I need LeBron fans to shut the fuck up forever after this, bro. Okay, everybody dealt with this shit. Now I'm looking at it.
Bro, everyone had quote unquote no help. Everyone had 1 star basically. There were
Yep.
some that were blessed with 2 half stars.
Like, bro, let me go look. Like, okay, you have a dynamic duo down here with Iverson and Melo, but that's really redundant and also doesn't defend anything. So, but I don't know. Does that matter back then? I gotta go learn more about that Nuggets team that had
Their
Melo and
team
Iverson.
didn't play enough defense. Their
Yeah.
team didn't play enough defense. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I would definitely be interested in why Melo and Iverson. Well, they're gonna blame George Karl, but why that team didn't work?
I mean, I
Because
think it's
boy,
what
were
you
they
just said.
scoring that league.
Yeah,
They
the
were
defense, and then if you go low key, if you look at the rest of the roster, I think it's very reminiscent of like the Nets when they had Jason Kidd and Vince Carter. But then
Yeah.
who else was on the team? Well, who was that? Eduardo Nahara? Was he on the Nuggets at the same time? Melo and
yeah, he was.
Yeah.
there you go.
Nahara.
Kenyon
Yeah,
Martin
I
came
feel like
over,
he was.
J.R. Smith off the bench.
J.R. Smith. Yep.
Here we go. Hey,
Oh
jab.
my.
Everybody's
This
too
is
far to
food.
help.
This is food, Dom. Food.
Gotta be. All right, second opportunity. Get in the middle.
they go
Get in the
there?
middle and shoot over him like you did the one time. He hasn't tried that again since he made that shot.
Avery Johnson.
Yeah.
With it.
Okay.
Marcus Camby was also on that Nuggets team.
Okay, ain't no way though, Dom. That's the shot they end up with. Sorry, cut your friend. Ain't no way that's what they end up with 11 seconds remaining, and you had the opportunity to go back to Dirk again. But yeah, what's the next roster?
A few more names were like Marcus Camby. Nene was on that team, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I remember.
Kenyon Martin. Andre Miller.
Andre
Earl Boykins.
Earl Boykins.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Earl
So we had a
Boykins,
team.
yeah.
Earl Boykins, Allen Iverson for defense.
Steve Blake.
Oh, Dirk too. Okay, you got a shooting guard on you. Let's send you to
He
the.
called up a play here. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So they don't know how to throw an entry pass in this era. Oh
Dog, like,
no, it's every foot.
I don't know if players have ever known how to throw an entry pass.
Hey, you ain't lying.
it's the entry pass, but it's almost like they're using Dirk as a I don't want to say a decoy because who is he a decoy for? But there's been certain times they just move him to a side of the floor. It seems like to get the rest of the defense to do what they want.
Oh my god. No.
These are your options,
We need to
though.
rewind. Dude, how do you miss this tip in? How do you miss this tip in? How do you miss that?
That's all Dirk needed was Aaron Gordon. He could have got the job done. I promise you put Aaron Gordon on this team. 2025 Aaron Gordon. This team wins the title.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Last shot. Oh.
Okay. Wow. But they had 2 good looks at the rim still, though.
Yes, they have.
Yep.
It's going to be a lot of missed layups. So, let me hear.
Yeah, facts.
In the huddle. Josh, what are some of the things that Avery is encouraging you guys to do?
Just to take our time, not to rush anything. Playoff jitters, guys a little nervous, but
Nah.
then we're gonna settle down in the second half.
What do you think
Playoff
the second half
jitters.
would ultimately come down to?
Playoff jitters got a little nervous.
Like their lives depend on it.
Lights
I
to
just
break.
think it takes us, we need to take care of the ball. I think that's a big part.
Nah,
of
these
that
boys
second
wasn't
half.
ready.
That's about it.
Thanks a lot, Josh.
These boys wasn't ready. That's the second interview I've heard from this team where they just sounded like they didn't really know what they was up against.
So the coach is saying, take our time, do this, that. Like, I think that's like hurting the offense. You're playing against one of the fastest teams, and you're talking about, I guess, maybe you're saying they can't keep up with them. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess on offense too. This like I said, that it looked like they were sitting Dirk parts of the floor without really planning on giving him the ball. But I don't know who they were doing that for because Devin Harris is not a threat. Josh Howard is a threat. Every other play, this is tough.
They don't need to do that. When you got the best record, you don't change up to go against the worst team in the playoffs. You put Jop in the game of damp, take Dirk down on that box, hammer them little midgets on the box.
Yo, you can't say that.
Every offensive rebound, and on defense it's very simple.
Nah, yo, you dead can't say that in this new world. You can't say that, bro.
But you can't change your starting lineup.
That was funny, but that was 100% right.
Oh, no.
So Charles' advice is just play big. They're small. Y'all are bigger.
Yeah.
but that discounts how fast they are. Like, you throw the ball to the post, and there's 3 of them that show up, and then somebody else goes and contests the shot. So
they got to double. They've got to double.
Yeah, man.
Offensive rebound is going to be open all over the place. Hey, if they go helter skelter, they really is not helter skelter. They just going anybody.
So this is why Shaq never. I'm not Shaq. This is why Charles really never respected the Warriors. Dom, you were right. You were right.
Right here, yeah, up until the day they won.
Under your feet.
He's been the same shit all throughout. Like when you're watching it, you're like, oh, nah, he's a hater. Not a hater, but you know, he's like different opinion, whatever. But nah, he's been the same.
Hey, consistent Charles. Yeah, he's still like his mannerisms and everything.
Consistent Chuck.
Oh, here you go to Nuggets team right here. Hey,
all right, Blender. This one they make it look good, by the way. Just let you know.
Right here, yeah. They cut everything else out. The slow possessions with nothing happening. Oh my God!
This is physicality we was talking about.
Oh, I thought he hit his head.
You could do that to Tim.
Hey, back. That's how you take your time. That's when you take your time. Is when you have Tim Duncan on your team.
That's real take your time scenarios. You see, like real shit.
Is that Steve Blake I seen? Okay, who's on the floor? Eduardo Nahara, Iverson, Marcus. I think that's Steve Blake over there in the corner.
Yep, that is Steve Blake.
Oh no, this team was hell on defense. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy, kid, Steve Blake.
This team was hell.
Real, just hoops, just pure hoops.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're not the only team in history that's tried to just be like, all right, you know what? The Suns just tried this. Like, we just gonna put some hoopers out there and hope for the best, and the best never happens.
Yeah.
Okay, game summary so far. Here we go. Dallas is shooting 29%. I do want to point out that
my God,
there's about 6 missed layups contributing to this.
Yep.
2 of 13 is Golden State, by the way. So we're talking about them generating good looks. They've hit 2 of them.
Yep.
They've gotten to the free throw line. This is really where they're killing them.
This is just a bad game, though, right, Dom? Like, this isn't how it was. No, like, this is a bad game, right? It's not how. Because I don't remember it this way.
You know what's funny is if I was experiencing this in real time, I'd be like, yeah, you know, because I have, to be fair, seen Dirk miss a couple of shots I would expect him to make already. So, oh my God, they scored already. Hold on.
We're gonna be watching another one, so this better just be a bad game, Asher. Like, what you think, Asher?
Andre Beatrice is in. They changed the.
I think it is a worse game than we probably figure it would be, but I also think that people overstate this era. Like, I think people just overstate whatever era they grew up watching.
Right, Rightfully so.
And like with this, players weren't as skilled back then, and that's fine. Like, they were still good players. It was a different era, different expectations, but none of these players, if you drop, like, none of the role players, stars are different, but none of the role players, like, you're not taking this version of Devin Harris, Nets Devin Harris, whatever. I'm not taking this version of Devin Harris, putting him on a team in today's league, and he's not going to be like great, No,
yeah, there's definitely players we've seen on the floor that would not have, like, Devin George. I mean, I know Devin George is probably old right now too, but also I haven't seen one thing Devin George does that would contribute to basketball today. I haven't seen it.
No, bro,
yeah. Albeit he would be the 8th man for the Nuggets last season, but
the only player I see contributing as of right now, outside of like the stars or whatever, from Dallas, is Jason Terry. Like, he's the only one that looks like he has the movement, he has the spot, and from what I remember, like I said, I remember Josh Howard being a dog.
I mean, he's been all right this game. I think Josh Howard. He's made a couple of buckets, but
he made an All-Star team this year or next year. One of those, he was an All-Star. So, hey, okay, get shifty and go right back out.
Oh my God!
See what I'm saying? Miss tipping, like, come on, Asher. This is
yeah. I thank you for watching this video. Remember to hit like and subscribe.
No, I'm so rattled, dog, because why we don't spend time. Where is Dirk? Where's Dirk's army, bro? Where is Dirk's army defending his legacy? For what he had to play with for the first 7-8 years. Where's his defense?
That's a fact. They don't talk about that.
Because the next thing somebody gonna tell me is that they could have swapped LeBron or Dirk for Braun on this team, and they'd have been better off, which they probably would have fared better in some of these series, but they gonna tell me that team would have won the title and they wouldn't have. Swap LeBron and Dirk right now.
Yep.
That team is not winning a title. We'll talk. It's not.
Yeah,
This
it's
shit
not.
is ass. This shit is ass. Oh
He might-
my god.
His supporting cast is up there with whatever LeBron's supporting cast is at this time in their careers.
Look at it. Look at it. Like you gonna tell me Larry Hughes couldn't give more than a Mavs player right now is giving?
Yeah.
I just seen he had 27 points on the ticker. You seen that, right?
We saw that. We saw that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
Okay.
try.
But
Stack up, no, Devin George.
timely. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
No primary defender.
No pass, nothing. But and Dirk, by the way, there's another Dirkless minute. Very random Dirkless stretch here.
Definitely very random.
Mhm.
9 minutes remain. Oh, he's setting it up though.
Okay. Come on, Howard. You the second star here.
Trying to do this high-low shit.
Second three.
Good board.
Counter shot.
Evan George was wide open. Nobody saw him.
Oh, the shot clock resets to 24.
Oh yeah, what a
Yeah.
time. Okay, great look. That's a great look, bro.
He's not giving enough. I'm gonna choke it up to a bad game.
Y'all gonna tell me Daniel Gibson couldn't provide something out here right now? Get the fuck out of here. I knew the 07 Cavs were not as bad as they've been made to be in my memory, dog. I knew it, and it's because it was relative to the league at the time.
Yeah, you know why I think we remember the tough shot makers from this era? Because there were no fucking easy shot makers.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, that's good work right there. I like that. Get to your spot.
Mhm.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, floater
Don't get that
game.
one.
Oh, he didn't mean to do that, but we'll take it. We'll take it though.
Use the glass, man. He said, finally.
Use the glass.
Oh, that shit
Thank
definitely
God.
slipped out. But Bulls at Heat game 4. Bulls
So
can,
it is
close
five,
out.
it's almost 5 minutes into the third quarter, and this game is 48-47.
And there's no Dirk, but they've somehow taken the lead. So Sagana job. Okay, good help, JT. There we go. Good defense. That was great defense on the side.
Yeah.
Block out of it.
Ooh.
Yo. Good
Okay.
handles. Oh, he in that bet.
There we go. Now they're working. Now they're working, Jelani. See, yeah, here comes the momentum. Reality starting to set in. Reality setting in. This is a bigger team. They have more experience. They've won more.
Like you said, since they started Beadrins this quarter. Oh my goodness, he just hit Kobe shot. They started Beadrins quarter, and the Warriors aren't playing with like the same pace they had for the first 2 quarters.
Oh yeah, not at all. Which is interesting. I'm surprised he went to that. I know they were losing the rebound battle, but I'm surprised though. But a lot of the principles they were using had Dallas in hell.
Remember with small ball, like when it was even starting, the whole thing was like eventually you have to match up. Like that's the whole argument against it.
Yeah.
This is tough. This is a point guard doing this post up right here. He's strong as hell.
And the other thing I've
He
seen
and
since
Andre
the
Miller.
first quarter is the Warriors can low-key force help on everybody. When you know that they have Baron Davis, if they post him, they post Steven Jackson. They can create, and they've only made 2 threes, so it's not as big a deal. But still, though, that's modern principle at work right there. Man, the Sagana job having to move them feet today. Oh my god, they pulling him out that paint. 1 point game. Dirk getting rest though. If you're Avery, you're happy with this though, right? I mean, you're happier. Y'all have still relatively held the lead. Dirk is getting rest. There ain't no way Devin Harris pointed to the sky like he was going to get that, bro. Hold on, no. I know y'all seen it. Look at this. The pass they cut away. Brother, come on, Devin.
Ooh, throw it up.
Yeah, he made an open layup today. Get the fuck out of here.
Come on.
Oh my gosh.
He misses everything.
Okay.
Good thing they got Diop cleaning it up.
Bro, they shooting like 20% at the rim. What are these hoops?
Dude, oh, goodness.
Drive and hope.
This is the first seed. Okay.
This is a 67-win team.
Can't post up Sagana jump.
Right here. The best player for them outside of Dirk.
Nope. These switches are doing nothing, by the way. The Warriors will switch everything happily. This is doing nothing.
Shot.
Okay, we'll take it. All right, 4-point lead. So you've secured a 4-point lead without basically playing the MVP, by the way, almost this whole quarter. I will note they have basically benched the MVP in the second half. And another foul. Here he comes. All right, what you got for us, Dirk?
Oh, they like Dirk matching up with Al Harrington.
Okay, run to the other side. Dirk in the post. No, they're not even looking at Dirk anymore, dog. Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Also, I know it's not exactly like on topic for this, but I haven't gotten to talk about that. What do you guys think about the Dame thing?
Oh, I think there goes another foul, by the way. So, I mean, I just I didn't know, first of all, with how big his contract was. I didn't know. I've never known the rules on what you can waive or what contracts you can stretch. But also, I mean, I wasn't surprised when it happened. It's like, oh, okay, cool. That kind of made sense because, I mean, he's torn his Achilles. Isn't he like 35? And that team has no assets. They have no youth. They have like no path forward. I don't even know why we're not talking about Giannis trade scenarios at this point. But yeah, you know, that was a way to get rid of an asset that was not an asset at all anymore.
Yeah, but also they're going to be paying 22 to 23 million in dead cap over the next 5 seasons.
Hey, this is why right now, while Giannis is healthy and at the top of his game, they need to cash him for everything they can get before he goes out there and gets hurt next year or some other dumb shit. I don't even know what they're waiting on. That type of stuff right there, those are the moves you have to make when you're a desperate franchise.
Yep.
So,
trade him to Denver.
They won with Drew Holiday and Brook Lopez. So in their mind, they're thinking Miles Turner is an upgrade over Brook Lopez, and that's like their blueprint because you need a shooting center with Giannis in order to win this.
Yep. Regular season shooting center.
You don't have that replacement for Drew. Long story short, they're trying to win, and you don't have the pieces to win. So yeah, trade Giannis. Like
it's a no-brainer. Like Portland did this with Dame and waited as long as they possibly could to trade him. And like, if you're the Bucks, you can get an all-time haul right now and mitigate the damage that your franchise is about to go through, you know? And so, by the way, once again, we walking in this paint whenever we want. 2 feet in the paint, cutter, bucket.
The Mavs paint defense has been atrocious.
Oh, it's horrible. I want to know what they're... Right, it's so bad.
Yeah, it's just been misses. Like, they've been missing open mid-range and open, but defense in general.
But the 2000s was this tough defensive era.
I'm going to take a wild guess and imagine that Dirk playing center was an adjustment for this series and that they didn't go the entire season with him at center. There's just no way that happened. They had to have been starting Jobber. There's no way.
They had Dampier and not to cut you off. Yeah, they cut.
Now, I wonder now, I mean, obviously hindsight is 2020, but it's like, okay, you walk into a series against a small ball team and immediately they just forced you to play small, which puts you at a disadvantage. I'm kind of wondering if they shouldn't have came into this series and just played one of the and played 2 bigs. I don't know. Man, it just forced the issue, especially because Golden State, I mean, in this game anyways, this is an uncharacteristically bad shooting game for Golden State is the funny part. You saw they were shooting 40% the last 10 games from 3. So, yeah, this is actually just a really bad shooting night from them. So, maybe 2 bigs wouldn't work. I don't know. Dog. Okay. Shot clock constraints. What you got for me? 3-point game, 3 minutes left. At Barnes. Yo, Dirk. Yo. Okay, good hands, though. That's what they say about big men, right? When they suck at defense, they say it, but he has active hands.
Active hands.
For agenda purposes, I cannot agree with that statement.
Because he definitely can't move his feet, but he can move his hands and he's tall. Good shit, Dirk. There you go. Stand up for yourself. The shots are going down, Jelani. And Baron Davis is talking.
Talking that shit.
Ooh, the shots are going down. That is interesting. Okay. I will point out. There we go. There's the pass to Dirk.
Finally got to him. It take forever, bro.
I was just gonna say, it seems like since the first half, they've kind of went away from passing Dirk the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, the Jazz played the Rockets?
Mm-hmm. All right, surely T-Mac's gonna get out of the first round.
That's a free one.
Surely.
1-0.
Yep, they got this.
That's a free one.
Okay, you got a guard on you. He went automatic foul.
Score 60-62.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Headed to the 4th. Still haven't figured out who number 1 is right there. They have a literal generic playing with Dirk.
Nostalgia will really do it. Nostalgia will really do it.
Yep.
Nah,
No,
I
no,
swear I
no.
didn't remember it like this too. I didn't too.
No. I was gonna say one day we have to cleanse. We have to watch a 07 Spurs game. I promise it wasn't all like this. There's no way it was all
Okay,
like
thank you.
this.
Oh, so you part of the agenda, Don. You set me up. Like, hold on.
Oh shit! Now this could be a great agenda game. If you wanted to get an agenda off and you were an error guy, this would be a great agenda game.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay.
On the line again. Yo, how many? The whole starting lineup for Dallas got to have 4 or 5 fouls.
Got to.
Yeah, there's been so many.
Devin.
But I thought they didn't call shit back then.
There we go. That's your shot, Dirk.
Man, that's his shot. That's his shot.
That's a great contest, though,
Tough
too.
one, but it's his shot. It's just it's a tough one. But according to the Dirk highlights,
oh my god, that's how you take a fucking layup.
Body.
Yep.
Oh, that's Mark Cuban.
Good take.
That's different.
Yo, he's stressed.
You want to foul on Dirk? Just I need Devin Harris to get active though. I don't remember him like this.
I'm saying, like, as a point guard.
Pass.
There we go. Open shot in the corner.
But this is what we were talking about, Dom, with point guards, except for B Diddy, clearly. But point guards from this era, it's almost like they couldn't shoot in a way. Like, not that they couldn't shoot, because I'm saying, like according to the coach, like your whole role is facilitating or something like that. Like, or breaking down, getting to a spot.
You know, that makes me wonder how many point guards did they nerf back in the day because they just wouldn't let them be great, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Made layup.
Right on cue, man. Thank you. Sheesh.
Yeah, I wonder
But
how many
I
point
agree.
guards
We
got
probably
nerfed
had
by that.
so much wasted, like, scoring talent because they weren't allowed to. The shot.
And then there's Baron Davis, who Don Nelson said, just go out there and be the shooting guard you actually are. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Nobody got a position here.
And it's time.
Oh, that. Okay. Okay, Devin, get active. There you go.
Dribble. Misdirection. I'm loving it.
He answered your call. See, was that the problem? Was Avery the problem? Was it that Devin wasn't allowed to be aggressive? Well, no, I did watch him miss 5 layups.
They said the next year. I mean, he missed a few left, but like, bro, they're not really running like Dirk screens is paper. Dirk screens are to get switches. It's not to like. No.
Bro. Oh
He
shit.
turned it to Steph Curry.
Oh my god.
Now,
damn.
That's how I came into this half. I was like, wait a minute. Golden State actually hasn't hit threes yet, and now they're up 6. Look at Mark. Nah.
Yo, a 3-pointer was like low key a death sentence back in the days, bro. I mean, like, game's over.
Nah, Jay. That's what they don't remember in this old NBA. They don't remember a score like this. Have you stressed about your team? You're down 6 going into the 4th quarter. Oh, you were stressing. It was certain deficits that really felt like your team was gonna have to dig in to get out of that. And this is one of them right here. Shit, 6 points.
One of those, bro.
The way this is going, they might not be able to score 6 points in the quarter. Look at this shit.
Oh, good D, man, Barnes.
Oh my god. You see how Golden State moving now though? They moving with that we got him energy. We got him now energy.
Yeah. There you go. You're hot right now.
How? Landing space, not a thing yet. Okay, Dirk, be 7 feet then.
Landing space, definitely not a thing yet.
This team was probably they were talking so crazy in the locker room about Dirk before and after the game. I know they were. This Warriors team, Matt Barnes, Steve Jackson, oh my god, they were lighting his ass up.
They definitely were.
Okay. Solid.
Yeah, he penetrating, bro. I like his game.
It's like you said, though. It's almost like you need to see more of it. It's like, okay, we seen what Jet can do. We seen a little what Josh Howard can do.
Yeah.
And then Harris, but it's like, okay, we just need to see more of that, though. It's almost like everyone doesn't know if they have the green light or not.
You literally said it perfect, bro. Like it's literally the confusion of not knowing if someone has the green light or not. Whereas this team right here, it don't matter who you are.
Yep. Everybody got the green light. You can tell this team is like, wait, so we're actually supposed to go without Dirk for a full game? Okay. They're figuring it out as they're going.
That's what they talk about when they say, like, you instill confidence in players by saying certain things and doing certain things.
See, Harris is trying.
Right. Even if he went there, like, his first look was Dirk, and then after that, he didn't know what to do. Then he ended up passing mid-jump shot, which is, like, a big no-no back in this era. Probably still a big no-no in basketball now, but, you know.
That's a mastermind right there, though. We see he rolled. That man was up. He didn't sleep for a week before this series.
Okay, bro. Because they technically had no superstar on the potential of Dirk, right? If we talk about like this one superstar team, they're the team with like 2 good players, and those 2 good players would be technically Monte Ellis and Baron Davis. So it's either back then you had one superstar, unless like you're the Spurs or Nuggets, you had one superstar, or you have like 2 really good players.
See, this is what I can't live with. If I was watching this around this time, I've seen it too much this game where they're just able to deny Dirk and nothing else happens. Like this is, if I'm not mistaken, that's Mikal Petrus denying the MVP of the league. 4th year Mikal Petrus denying the MVP with very little effort.
Crazy.
That's what they call a foul on, right?
Okay.
Tough 1-1.
There we go. All right, 1 possession game. Now, this is where, again, we were talking about the arrows. You're Dallas and you give up a 3 right now. Your heart sinks into the bottom of your throat.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Right off the 3 in the corner.
Whew. Wow, nobody down there. And another foul.
The whistle is kind of a little unfriendly right now. Not saying it's not foul. It's just,
they're not letting anything go down there.
They definitely don't have a road whistle. Like,
but I was told that they could get away with physicality in this era.
Bolton. Okay, see, that was good stuff, though. Like, you see, this is what's been really hard for them. It's like, this is why I say I'm not cool with them just being able to deny Dirk. Because it's like, okay, if you actually do get him the ball, though.
Look, he looked him off. Look.
Yeah. Here we go. Pass and then cut. Boom. Now, granted, the Warriors will definitely be on that the next time they try it. But
but you gotta let him touch the ball though. Like you're using he's out there, he's not touching the ball. You're not allowing him to be like Jokic or something. Pass the ball. Make a read off the double team. Allow him to break the defense down.
All right, 2 points. They got it within 2. They could hypothetically take the lead on the next possession. We're going at Dirk. Oh my gosh. Good hands. Hey, active hands.
Active hands.
Man, Chris Mullin got the standard cop haircut.
Be a basketball operator.
All right, 8 minutes. 4 points, 8 minutes. There you go. Hey, ever since you asked.
Yeah, bro, he's been answering. Cause I'm wondering, bro, like, why are you not like penetrating properly, getting into your spots? Like, you're trying to move too fast, bro. Get him back. He's stronger than
double
Jason
that, man.
Terry.
You got to double that, man. Yep, there it is. Do not let him go one-on-one. He on his Steph shit right now.
It's a tough shot.
Kobe. Shots like that are literally the Hallmark 2000s highlights right there.
That's a tough shot. Yeah, it's Kobe. If he goes downhill here, hold up.
Okay. He had an idea. He had an idea. Hey, don't worry about it.
Also had a turnover, but
he gonna put that together next year. Don't worry. I see it for me. Because quiet as kept, that's exactly what Dallas is missing here. It's a point guard that can, well, kind of shoot a little bit, but then also go downhill. They get that, they'd be fine. Am I tripping, or do you remember when the Nuggets paid JaVale McGee like he was basically going to be a star in the early 2010s? Do you remember that?
I don't remember.
Because it was like a big deal about this guy with the potential, and he was supposed to break out there.
Yes. I remember now. I remember the big deal, the potential. I remember that part.
He probably did have the potential. He just, you gotta have
didn't put it together.
The other part too.
Yeah, it was 4 years, 44 mil in 2012.
He showed flash. Yeah, around that time he was showing flashes. I remember. I got interested enough in him to use him on my association to try to develop him. I was interested enough.
Yeah, it's crazy. That was the contract that Steph Curry was on around that time too.
Oh wow.
Yep. Because if you guys remember right, the reason they were able to get all the free agents and stuff they were is because Curry was on a scam contract at the time.
Yep. That ankle allowed them to short him, and then boom, 5 years later, KD is in a Warriors jersey.
Yep.
Oh yeah, mismatch. This is food.
Foul?
It definitely was a foul. They sent 2 anytime Dirk had like an open look.
Anytime.
So when he turned his back, someone runs.
That's what I was gonna say though.
They don't trust anybody else.
Right there, I was gonna be like, I kind of feel like he needs to go faster because of that.
He should be anticipating when he turns his back, someone's gonna be open. Funny, because he just made a mid range that was 2 feet in from the same spot. Like,
gotta be a mid. Yeah, no. This is literally this is a simulation, and right now they're in the Kobe era, and until you're out of the Kobe era, you just gotta take that step in like KG.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, the crowd is getting into it now. Hey. All that time just to be a legal screen. I'm about to say got to be a 3. I still support that. Damn, you see Josh Howard? Is that Josh Howard getting mad at his team leader for trying to get a shot up in the clutch? Huh.
Bruh, good move, but can I just go back? Like, why did he just clog him? Bruh, he's like, he was sizing him up, and like he came to do a post up at the free throw line, try to clog him for the ball.
The shot has to be that tough. That's what I'm seeing. The shot just has to be that tough in this era.
Bro, he clogged him to make it a tough shot. Like,
it has to look good. This era is more about the aesthetic.
I see it, bro.
This is before analytics. There was aesthetic. Yep, 2 right there. There you go. Okay, he made a good pass, but unfortunately, this got a job.
No way. They had Sonic back then too.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is? In New York City, these things don't come to us until the end because like so much like BS like regulations and those type of like people you got to pay off. Like, don't quote me on it, but our first Sonic was like college years for me. That's the first time I had Sonic in college.
That's wild. I literally remember Sonic in 07 down here, 06.
Yeah.
Help. Okay, there it is. But you gave up a 3 though.
Open.
No? Okay, good scrap. Oh yeah, you gave up a 3 still.
This is really like the Warriors. Like every pass is still an open 3 no matter what.
Man, you cannot have a big lineup that doesn't get the rebound. You just can't.
Yeah. I also, one thing I notice anytime someone misses, like anytime someone doesn't expect to be open for 3 and then hesitates as they're going up, it's always a miss. Always a miss.
5 points.
That's what happened with Steven Jackson and
man.
Kevin Stabetsky.
Now, Avery Johnson was the defensive coach, right? Big mood. Wait, was Avery Johnson the coach again next year?
I'm pretty sure. I don't think Carlisle came around for about 2-3 more years.
Big mood.
And the Mavericks are going to need him, small ball or not, down the stretch, if they're going to survive this game. Davis.
Okay. Tough. Yeah, I'm about to say that's very tough. You send the baseline to foul? Wow.
But I was told that you could get away with.
I think the refs also believed. I thought he drove into a really, really tough spot there and just went out of bounds. All right.
He'd been in his bag.
Bruh.
For
okay, hold on. No,
time.
Hold on. What? Like what?
Might be a 3 in the key. I don't know. For a road game, the refs are what's his name? Yeah, Tim Donahue. Is that name?
Donahue, yeah.
Road game is Donahue.
Oh, Donahue, good one. I understood that reference.
Pass to bring it out.
All right, deep in the post, they didn't even look. Dirk actually got pretty good position on the shooting guard, but the ball went out.
Their best player.
Okay, Devin George 3 in the clutch. No Dirk. Man. I need to do a side-by-side comparison of this and the 07 Cavs roster. I'm sorry. I think we might need to start in the because I believe I just watched Devin George get the ball for a clutch shot, and Dirk didn't touch it.
You did.
GG's. Oh, cute.
What was he mad about?
I think the ref like it.
I don't remember Mark Cuban with facial hair.
Yeah, they burned this tape. I told you they burned all this. That's why you never seen it.
Definitely don't.
I mean, he has all that. He has all that money for a reason. He's got to pay somebody.
Huh, guess not. Oh, Nelson, big chillin'.
Big chillin'.
Nelson versus Mark Cuban is for real that Wojak meme right now. Like one is screaming and the other's just chilling. That's a mob boss. All right, no field goals in the last 5 minutes. Here we go.
Yeah,
Gotta be.
Why? Look at the shots we're taking. Everything is difficult.
Yeah.
Difficult or not through Dirk. Dirk hasn't shot. Dirk. That's like Dirk's first shot. Oh no, he shot that air ball at the last 2 seconds.
And they're down 10. This team is rattled as fuck right now.
Yep.
Good move. Good move.
Good move.
Uh-oh. Dirk on the other side of this. Ruh-roh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. We over that. Where's the foul now? Look how out. Okay. Good hands. Good hands.
He's hooping. Put it behind your back. Put it behind your back.
Sit out of here. Dummy.
So wait. Why did you just get LeBron chase down?
Wow.
Like, come on.
Oh, he's still. I stay
Come
down
on,
too.
dog. No.
You have to stay down after that. You have
Golly.
You saw the defender breathing down your neck, dog.
to.
Yeah.
Today that's a Euro step. That's a deceleration. Did they decelerate back then? I don't know if they decelerated back then.
I don't think they decelerated back then.
Yeah, just go ahead and stay down, buddy.
He was very fast, so I can understand maybe he played at one pace. I do remember him being super fast, though. I do remember that.
Yeah, if I'm Devin Harris, I got to stay down after that because ain't no way I just got my shit glassed in the clutch like that by Jay Rich.
Yeah.
He felt them breathing down his neck. Well, where did he get that confidence from?
Those downhill drives, the 3 or 4 downhill drives in this half. What's hurt, Devin? Tell me. Which one hurts? Anything? Nothing?
Oh no, Mark Cuban's mad at the ref. He's been pissed at the ref the whole. Oh, Avery Johnson's mad at the ref.
What are y'all mad about? Like what?
Clean block. That's a clean block, buddy.
Show the
Yeah, it's
replay.
clean as hell.
I don't think they did that back then. Oh, there you go. All right.
Nope. That's the cleanest chase down block I've ever seen.
Yep.
He didn't even touch him on the hip, Dom. Oh, yo, put my head in a leg lock after.
Nothing. Boom. And then he just fell off.
Yeah, no, that's completely clean. Yeah.
Oh, he talking shit to him too. Oh. Okay, so it's the shoulder.
What are you looking up for? But he's looking up.
Yeah, go.
They
ahead and
didn't
work that
even have
shoulder out.
challenges back then. I don't know why he's watching.
He's looking for any part of their bodies that touched in the air, so he can point to that.
I wonder if they would have challenged that.
Nah, no way. They seen that on the iPad, they would have been a fool to challenge that. Okay, there we go.
Move.
There we go.
GG's.
All right. 9-point game, which is basically insurmountable at this point.
Matt Barnes.
Hands, good hands. Oh, okay. He could have went the other way. Dirk on the other side of that. Yoink.
Got to step up. Dirk had a
For me.
horrible game. Got to step.
Oh, no, Dirk had a horrible game because he didn't even make the shots he was supposed to make. Some of it I understand. It's just like, look at this. Even now, they got Matt Barnes and Baron Davis down there hounding him. Now with Steven Jackson. But he didn't even make the shots he was supposed to make, though, either. Because a certain amount of this is, hey, you are 7 feet. You can shoot over them at the free throw line. And he just missed a lot of those, too. Uh-oh. No. I know he wouldn't wildin' like that.
He didn't make it, though. No way he made it. Back then, they let the shot clock wind down just through heaves when the game was over.
Oh, shit.
Yo, the flashes to Cuban is legendary.
Mood.
The flashes to Cuban are legendary, bro.
Nah, bro. I would have loved to have been like covering basketball at this time because you could literally watch this one game and be like, all right, so what's the adjustment? And the adjustment, I guess, after this, I would have been like, I'd have watched this and been like, well, Devin Harris has to be more involved because when he got downhill, that was better. Dirk has to make quicker decisions because when he gets the ball, he waits like 5 seconds for everyone to look at him and then goes.
Yep.
And then, yeah, Dirk's got to be better. Dirk could be better next game, right? That's fine.
Yeah, we need Jason Terry to continue being aggressive, Devin Harris to be more aggressive, Dirk to make better reads, get Dirk the ball in better positions on the court because we're struggling to even make him touch the ball on entry passes. We need effective screens when someone else comes into the game because all we're doing is send a screen for Dirk to get a switch. On defense, I'm not sure.
You know what's fucked up? On defense, their real only option is to play one of the other bigs. Because Dirk at center is not tenable. But you play one of the other bigs. I don't know if y'all noticed, when Sagana Job was in the middle of that zone, dudes were basically standing at the rim guarding him. You know? So, they do need to play a bigger body, but also that bigger body, I don't know what you do with that on offense. So, hey, small ball. These are the problems small ball created in a big league.
Ahead of his time. He was ahead of his time.